American commentator Candace Owens has called Meghan Markle out as emotionally abusive towards Prince Harry. What the deuce is going on here? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness. Yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we, because this is pretty heavy indeed, because Candace Owens has a wild Megsy theory that has gone viral. Now, this originally actually was broadcast back in around about 2022, but it's got a resurgence and it's making the rounds as we speak. And a lot of people have got a lot of things to say about what Candace has said in this particular segment that we're going to be watching in a moment. But I'd just like to thank every single one of you guys that have tagged me on Twitter, because without you guys doing that, I wouldn't have seen this in the first place. So thank you so, so much. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, search for me at Stef Alter Nerd. In the meantime, yeah, let's watch this whole thing in full. Let's go.
In the entire world. She's very predictable. I knew throughout their entire relationship, because I do believe that she is an emotionally abusive person, that she is embarking on Freudian transfer.
There you go. My title is not clickbait, guys. Candace Owens has just called Megsy emotionally abusive. Oh yeah, and there's more. Wait for it.
She is using a real childhood trauma that Prince Harry suffered from, losing his mother, and she has used it to further harness him to her and their relationship. She has convinced him, he actually believes that Meghan Markle is Princess Diana.
So, two bombshells there from Candace. Firstly, that Megsy is using Prince Hazard's memory attachment to Princess Diana to control him. The second bombshell, that she's got Prince Hazard to literally believe that she, Megsy, is Princess Diana reincarnate. Wow, right, guys? But wait, there's a lot more.
Okay, so in case you missed it, the documentary, it turns out Meghan Markle is Princess Diana. That's what she wants you guys to know. She is Princess Diana, and fortunately for Prince Harry, this time, he got to save his mom. I mean, how sick is that?
It is sick, right? It is really, really sick if this is true. If Megsy has persuaded Prince Hazard to believe that she is Princess Diana reincarnate, then she is playing on Prince Hazard's insecurities, whereby Prince Hazard's regret that he wasn't able to save his mum, but can do now via saving Megsy. It is sick. If this is the manipulation that Megsy has done over Prince Hazard, it is sick beyond, right?
Even saying that, it sounds so sick, but this is actually what is taking place. So here are some quotes of what he said and the reason why he responds to Meghan Markle's compassion and, quote, warmth is because it's just like his late mother. This is
So here she's now quoting from the Harry and Meghan mockumentary on Netflix.
From Prince Harry. Quote, so much of what Meghan is and how she is so similar to my mom. She has the same compassion. She has the same empathy. She has the same confidence. She has this warmth about her. That is disturbing on so many levels. It's disturbing because this is something that I didn't want to be right about, but it was so obvious. And it was one quotation that she had given a while ago where she said that she was, I think she was about 7 months pregnant, and this is when they were still within the royal family. And she said that she told him that she was going to kill herself, but she wasn't going to do it. But she knew, like, while he was gone, he was at some event and he got home, and she said, I was going to kill myself, but I didn't do it because I didn't want you to suffer the same thing that you suffered with your mom. She actually came out and said that she said this to him. So I'm picturing a woman that is 7 months pregnant with somebody's child and saying, I was just about to kill myself, but I know what you went through with your mom, and I didn't want you to suffer again. And that,
if that actually did happen, that is also sick as hell. Because not only is Megsy like using unalivement, right, to, in this scenario, manipulate Prince Hazza, but she's super boosting that manipulation by adding the Princess Diana element to it. Turning around and saying, but I know that you lost your mum and how devastating that is, so I'm going to make sure that you don't lose me, so I won't go through with it. Oh, if this happened, Megsy is more evil than I ever thought she was.
That obviously triggered, because it's so emotionally abusive, it triggered Prince Harry, and that became the reason that they left the royal family. And any person, as somebody tweeted, or actually earlier today, they said, I don't see how any person can watch this documentary and not feel extreme compassion for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And I don't understand, if you don't feel compassion, you have a heart of stone. I'm paraphrasing, but that was essentially the tweet. And I have tremendous compassion. I have tremendous compassion for any person that is in an emotionally abusive relationship, so emotionally abusive that they have successfully isolated you from your entire family. It's not normal. There is no relationship that you should be in that should isolate you from your entire family.
Candace is actually right on that. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Think about it. Megsy enters the scene. Couple of years later, what happens? Hazza leaves the royal family. Hazza leaves his family. On the face of it, if it was just a normal family, right? Not the royal family or anything like that. On the face of it, right? Let's say my brother, right, meets a lass. They get together. They get married. And then within a couple of years, we don't see him ever again. He moves to a different country, no contact, no nothing, starts attacking us. Well, yeah, that lass has successfully taken him away from our family and isolated him. And so, applying that to the Megsy and Hazza situation, yeah, I think there might be an element of that. My goodness. Candace is definitely dropping some bombs here.
Okay? And the fact that he is in one and that she is convincing him that their extreme gaslighting of the world is not taking place. Remember, they left, they issued statements, and they did interviews all about the pursuit of their own privacy. That's all they ever wanted. What extreme gaslighting? That everything that they have done since they left has been public.
Now, I've made a point of that, actually, throughout this particular channel here on Stef The Alter Nerd. That they've been actually, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, trying to gaslight us all. They're there saying, oh, we left the royal family because we want our privacy and, you know, we want to have our own financial independence, blah, 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 blah. But everything that they've done has flown in the face of their want for privacy, been the absolute opposite. It's interesting that Candace has seen that as well, to be fair.
You do not pursue your privacy with Oprah. It's just not how you do it. You just don't do it in a sit-down interview with Oprah. And I would believe that truly they just wanted to help people by sharing their story if they weren't being paid $100 million to do it, right? If they were just about wanting to share their story, they'd be going around and doing charity and speaking to people that are dealing with issues and forms of emotional abuse within their own families. They are doing this for money while gaslighting you and trying to convince you that they're doing it because they have a heart and they have compassion. The only person that you should feel bad for in this story, and allow me to remind you that he also lost his mother, is Prince William. Because what his brother is doing is so twisted. And again, I don't think he's doing it to be evil. I believe the person that is behind this, perpetuating this, is Meghan Markle. She is smarter than him. She is more conniving than him. And he just cannot see the writing that is on the wall. He cannot see that when you lose all of your friends and all of your family and you're ushered to America in Hollywood with a D-list actress, it is because you are under the spell of a witch. I do believe that she is a witch and she has cast a spell. And the person that is suffering is Prince William, as his brother does this.
Facts. Yeah. The person that's really suffering of all this, yeah, is Prince William, absolutely. Prince has attacked him, attacked, you know, the rest of family. Yeah, it's Prince William that's suffering, totally.
As his brother digs up these old, horrible memories for profit. I mean, how sick and how twisted. It is a family. We have to spiritually protect family. Family is sacred. And the way that he is treating it is so narcissistic and so Hollywood and so elitist because they don't have values and principles in Hollywood. Everything goes to the highest bidder. They will sell their children. They will sell their brother who is over there knowing.
Yeah, they'll sell the children eventually, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And don't even get into the whole argument of whether they exist or not. I'm not even going to go there.
That his brother cannot speak out on this Netflix documentary, that they cannot respond, that him and his wife and how it is impacting them and their family and their children who are seeing this in the press day in and day out. They're convincing you that all they wanted to do was run away from the press, right? She's just like Princess Diana, guys. Princess Diana was killed because the press just wouldn't leave her alone. That's what Meghan Markle has done.
But they've done the absolute opposite. It's Megxie and Hazzo won't leave the press alone, right? Not the other way around.
Pursued the most press in the form of a Netflix documentary, the most possible press she could possibly receive, and want you to believe that it's because all she wanted to do was to escape them. And here's what's especially sick, and I want to add this to it. So Prince William came right out and said last year that the interview that took place between his mother, remember his mother was conned into giving an interview that she was not aware of.
This, she's referencing the Martin Bashir Panorama interview in the 90s, which, yeah, Martin Bashir, absolutely disgusting how he conned Princess Diana in doing that interview in the first place.
From a journalist he is a disgraced journalist named Martin Bashir. He completely conned her in 1995. And the interview was very famous because she spoke out about her husband, Prince Charles, but she wasn't aware that she was doing it. So this interview became synonymous with how taken advantage of she was by the press. Prince William, again, said that he never wanted to see this interview see the light of day ever again. It was traumatic for him to see this interview being played because he's watching his mother being taken advantage of. Who sold the interview again? Well, his brother, Prince Harry, sold it to Netflix, and they premiered parts of that interview in the documentary yesterday. It's despicable.
It is despicable. You've got, you know, Prince Hazard's got his brother that doesn't want this interview to see the light of day ever again. Understandable, right? Prince Hazard, though, is like, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Well, I can make some money off of it. It can go in the mockumentary. Booyah. Without any regard for his brother's feelings in the matter. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. That is sickening and disgusting.
It's disgusting. And I just feel that everyone needs to get on board. And I see it happening already left and right. We are agreeing that there is something that is deeper that is happening here, something that is darker that is happening here. And this web is being very carefully woven by Meghan Markle. But we should all be able to speak out and realize that this level of intrusion on a family dynamic that I don't dispute. Of course, families are complicated. I have fights with people in my family all the time. But to make $100 million and then $25 million from Spotify, talking over and over again, pretending that you're the victim, when in fact what you are is a shrewd capitalist, yeah, we should all be able to renounce them and say that this needs to stop, and you need to leave Prince William alone because he is the only victim in this story at this point.
And there you have it, guys. Oh my goodness. Candace Owens back in 2022 dropping some absolute bombshells, and to this day it's got a resurgence. It's going viral. Guys, what do you think to what she said about this whole situation with Hazard, Megxie, Prince William? Let me know. And before you go, do make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Help us get to 100 gears so we can get that silver play button right there, and hopefully cause a Christopher Boozy meltdown on Twitter. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about what we've just watched, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.